Developing the leadership skills you will need to become a great engineering leader is actually simple and won't take a lot of time away from other work activities. Most people think that developing these skills has to be a hard, complicated process that requires hours of training sessions, but that couldn't be further from the truth. In this video, I'll show you how you can quickly get started developing these skills even if you're a busy engineering professional. In the last video, I showed you why traditional training isn't the best way to build the people skills that you'll need to become a great engineering manager and leader. And I introduced you to development programs and explained why they work better than training. In case you haven't watched the first video yet, please make sure that you do that right now because I covered a lot of important things. And if you're serious about becoming a great engineering manager and leader, believe me, you don't want to miss that video. You can find it in the description of this video. Now, that being said, let's talk about how you can get real results and build your people leadership skills and exactly how you can get started today. The first thing you need to do is commit to the idea of consistent development, or what some people refer to as continuous improvement over the next year, as opposed to thinking you can simply go through a 5 to 10 hour training course and become a great engineering leader. That doesn't work. You must identify the key skills needed to become a great engineering leader and then figure out a way to work on them every single day or week over a long period of time. Now, this doesn't have to be hours and hours every week, but maybe 30 minutes or 1 hour each week for 1 year, as opposed to 10 hours in a training course over a few weeks that yields no results. Development, not training. Let me give you an example to make this clear. One of the key skills to becoming a great engineering manager and leader is effective time management. In fact, one of the reasons that engineering professionals don't engage with people, including their team members, enough is because they get so bogged down in project details that they fail to create the time needed to engage and build relationships and culture. In the productivity component of our recently upgraded Engineering Leadership Accelerator People Skills Development course, which we are launching in just a few weeks, we teach you how to use the Pareto principle, or the rule of 80-20, to create a weekly routine for organizing and prioritizing your days and tasks. Let me give you a glimpse into the time management session right now. The 80-20 rule says that a large amount of one's success is driven by a small amount of one's actions. So roughly 80% of the success in your career has come from 20% of your actions. This rule forces you to think about the effort versus impact relationship of your tasks. Now, getting back to consistent development, you can use the 80-20 chart every single week to prioritize your tasks and make sure that you're working on the highest impact tasks and then either delegating the rest or saving them for lower productivity times. Here's the chart that we help engineering professionals use. You can see the impact on the x-axis and effort on the y-axis. You want to attack your high impact tasks first and not get pulled into these other two quadrants. But here's the difference between development and training. If you take a training course on time management or even read a great book on the subject, you may get some great ideas, but how do you turn them into reality or consistent improvement in that area? When you go through a development process, like the ones taught in our ELA course, you'll get this chart and process that you can use every week forever. It's not a one and done idea that you may or may not use. It's a process that you implement to actually improve your time management skills. This will make you a more productive professional and ultimately a better leader. This is an example of how development is better than training and how by doing something for just a few minutes each week, as opposed to a few hours during a one and done course with no results, can have a massively positive impact on your ability to become a great engineering leader. And this is just one example. In our ELA course, we have several tools and strategies like the chart to help you build new habits. Habits that won't take a ton of your time, but will generate a ton of real skill improvement. And where you'll find the biggest upgrades in the new version of our ELA course is in the area of skill development support. We're adding Q&A calls that you can access long after the program is complete, as well as a chat network where you can chat with other participants and our instructors to discuss implementation of these skill sets. Because we know that only a limited amount of learning happens during the course, but real skill improvement happens with application over time. And we want to help you with that application. Now, as much as I'd like to help every engineering professional become a great leader through people and management skills development, I find that our students get the best results when we work in a small group setting. That way, everyone can get the help and support that they really need. So the ELA course is going to be a genuinely rare opportunity, and spots in the upcoming live session will be granted on a first come, first served basis. So make sure you place your name on the early bird waitlist. To do so, simply visit engineerpeopleskills.com. Fill out the form. All you have to do is enter your name and email address, and your spot will be reserved, and you'll get early access to the ELA program. In the next video, I will show you the most important ability that you must cultivate to be a successful engineering leader. It's one that people seem to overlook, and I don't know why. That being said, I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below this video, and I'm more than happy to help you out. And as I mentioned already, stay tuned for the next video because I'll be explaining how you can cultivate the most important ability associated with great engineering leaders, which most people overlook. I'll see you there.